Good morning and welcome to Unity's healing service. This Sunday, we are taking time to do a different service so that you might be able to find a full experience of release after knowing the fullness of your grief or your loss. Many people have lost people that they love. Some have lost jobs. Some have lost time in ways that they feel like they'll never get back. We are in a moment of grief, and so we're going to be using this grief now to go deeper within ourselves, but also to bring ourselves to a point of resilience, a point of
Janice
renewal.
was and remains a brilliant one. She grew our youth and family ministry and inspired many of us to live our truths. She transformed each of us with her warmth, her tender heart, and her powerful connection to spirit. Janice's presence was large, and she left an indelible mark on our hearts, on many in our church, and all those who she loved. Today, we honor Janice and all those who have lost their lives during the pandemic. We affirm their love can never be taken from us, and they live forever in our hearts.
There's been many things that we have lost, and many ways we have felt frustrated, alone. We have also, many of us have suffered physically, and some of us have suffered financially, and there's been just a lot of things that have happened in the last few years. And what we're doing in this time together today is we're allowing ourselves to feel it and making also the point that we live in a world that we can't control everything. Everything is not under our immediate control. So many things will be coming at us, and it's important for us to realize that we hold a center place, a still place, a heart, a place in the center of our being where no matter what is happening around us, we are still okay. We are still in a place of connection with the divine. We are still at one with our friends and family, even if we're distant from them. And this place typically is called the heart. And so when we come to our hearts and we feel into this sacred space, we connect again with the grand presence and the deep set of consciousness that knows, but that is not affected by the world around it. This is the beginning of profound wisdom, to know that anything can happen within you and you will be okay. And so it can be for this last few years. It can be our teacher, that we can go in to have compassion for ourselves and for others. We can be more attuned to the oneness that is within us and among us all. When we recognize that the suffering that is in us has been and is in others as well. This mutual recognition of suffering is one of the great ways in which the world is brought into a sense of understanding each other, when we realize that everybody suffers. And as such, everybody wants to be happy. And everybody wants the same thing, to be loved and to be accepted. And while the actions may look contrary to that, it's all really the same inside for each of us. We see all this, and it touches us and brings out compassion. Let us realize that our heart is the thing that also feels compassion, that which we see as suffering is in the heart, that which is the response to it is in the heart, that which is we can do as an action is within the heart. It's all inside the heart. It's in here. It's in our consciousness. So we come back to this. We tap into this again and again, where we realize we are this one who sees. That is our deeper self, not just the one who experiences, but the one who sees the experience. And from there, we can draw resilience. You begin to be a stand for the very thing that is costing you or causes you pain. That the thing that is causing you pain tells you what's important to you, what's really matters for you. And from there, you make actions to make life better, if not for yourself, at least for someone else. Our struggles, when taken as inspiration to act, can lead us to be a very helpful citizen in the world, to turn what is negative into positive, to be the one that changes the world by absorbing the blow and giving back in a positive manner. It's something you have lost, and see which one stands out the brightest of all the things, at least recently, that you've lost. What is that? To feel that, and then to think, what could I do to relieve that suffering in others, or maybe just in myself? But what kind of stand can I take? What kind of thing can I do? I'd like you to physically stand up at this moment, to take a stand, to say, I am a stand to create a positive outcome out of this suffering. And I take a stand today. In my heart, I choose to make it better. This is the process. This is the process of healing, of completing, of using a negative for a positive, for becoming resilient, and for recognizing that we are a divine being having a human experience, but we are not limited by those experiences. Join me in healing and taking a stand and being the change you wish to see.